Alright guys, so we're back working on the 08 VW and I'm just going to replace this guy here, which is the accessory belt tensioner. It's making noise, just a little clicking noise, tick, 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 back and forth, which means it's weak, and it's actually starting to beat a little bit on the back side of the belt. So we're going to change that out real quickly here. Stay tuned. So first things first, one of the things that you always want to do is to just kind of take a look at the part that's on the engine and make sure that the part that you've purchased actually kind of matches up with that. So we can see 2 bolts up at the top, has that little swing here. This is actually what we're going to attach to reduce tension on there. Here's the new one, and you can see this one's actually locked in that open position where it has no tension on it. That's what this peg right here does, is holds that locked in. So once we get this installed, this will give us access to that bolt much more easily once we have it locked in there, and as well as the bolt underneath, because once that's released, this swing arm is going to come down and it's going to block access to the lower bolt. So we have to, first thing, untension here. So we're going to lock on there with a wrench, 16 millimeter, pull back, slide a nail through, and it will go right through that collar and then in through that hole in the back here to lock it into the untensioned position. Alright, so what I've done is just taken the nail, slid it into that sleeve. You can see that it's going to pass all the way through, so I don't want the point to come all the way through, because again I need to slide that into that little hole there. We're just going to put our 16 millimeter, crank this back, slide the nail in, and now we've got that one locked into the untensioned position. So now you can see that it would be very easy for me to remove this belt. It'll come right up and out. I'm actually not even going to bother to do that, because I think I can just literally loosen my bolts here and then just slide this thing up and out of the way without even removing the belt, and then just drop the other one in and tighten her back up. We'll see. Now we might use a ratchet to get these, but they are 13 millimeter bolts, and they aren't on very tight, so I'm actually just going to try it with a wrench to see if I can't just break it loose that way. And yep, these things are actually pretty loose, so not bad just to kind of break it loose with a wrench. And we'll do the same on that back one. Yep. And then I think I'll use the ratchet on the lower one, because that'll be flying blind there. And that should be pretty much directly below this one. So I'm going to kind of shoot down underneath. I might need actually a bit of an extension on this to get myself in there, because it's kind of tucked in and behind the belt just a bit. So might be easier to just pop the belt off. But let's see here. I'm just going to slide down the belt, lock onto that bolt, see what I can see. Yeah, I probably should get a little bit of an extension on that. So what I found was that it was actually easier not to use a ratchet down on the lower bolt, but actually just to stick with that 13 millimeter wrench. So you can see I'm just actually backing these out now. They're finger tight. There's the bolt. Luckily it's got that point to help center it. So I'll just set that aside. We'll take this one out too. These are actually much easier to take out if you take tension off of the tensioner, meaning I already have the belt out of the, I did end up pulling the belt out of the way because it was just easier that way. But lift or just wiggle the tensioner itself as you back out the bolt so that it doesn't have that binding that you get. So I'm just giving a little lift from underneath with my right hand here, backing out that bolt with my left hand, and voila. So now we can just slide this guy up and out. Looks, again, similar to what I'm putting on, but the new one hopefully won't be rattling and making noise and beating up my belt. So, alright. And again, I'm doing this kind of the quick and easy way. I've already pre-fed my bolts into place. So now I'm just going to kind of line up the top bolt first right into this hole here. I'll just get that one kind of hung just a little bit. We'll get a few threads bent, because then I should just be able to pivot this guy around to get the other ones lined up as well. So, and again, you just need a little lift to get it out of that bound sort of position. Again, if it drops down, you end up getting some binding on the threads. So let me just work that one there. Slide this one in. Give it a little pivot until that point slides into place. Give a few turns on those threads. And now I'm actually down underneath trying to get all of these guys lined up. So there's the top, done. I got the bottom also going in there. So that's it. Should actually now just, once I get this thing kind of all the way threaded in without having that tension on it, and I'll give it a snug with the wrench. We'll let you know what those torque measures are, of course, to get you back to OE specifications. But this is actually a pretty straightforward job. Alright, so I went ahead and tightened them all to the proper torque spec, which was basically 2 clicks on your wrist, or roughly 24 pound-feet. Alright, now I just have to slip the belt back in place, make sure that I get it lined up on all of the groovy grooves down here. But I'm going to put my phone down there in the fender well first. Okay, so we got things torqued down there again, basically to 24 pound-feet of torque. Took about 2 clicks on my wrist. Anyway, now I just need to drop the belt down. It's going to need to go down under the crank, around the AC, up here over the alternator, down under the tensioner that we just put on, to the top of that crank again. Just make sure that you get your belt lined up in the center here so that it's not walking itself off. Okay, so we have the belt back in place. You can see that it's centered there. Maybe see that I've got it centered down there, and probably don't have enough light for you to see, but it is also centered down there on the crank pulley. So now I just need to detension here, slide this out, put the tension back on the belt, start it up, test it. So again, with the belt all in place, everything is set, we're just going to take some tension off of the tensioner, slide out the pin, let it go back into place, and now we got the pin out, tensioner's in, belt has tension on it. Just needs to start up and run. So there you go. locked in place. You can probably barely hear me talking now. But this thing used to be wagging around like this. As you can see, it's just holding steady. Good tension on that belt. Don't put your finger near that belt, son. Anyway, so there you have it. Another successful little mission for Scotty wrenches. As always, I'd appreciate it if you like and subscribe. Thanks so much for watching. We're out. Whoops, let me get that ignition off. And we're out till another repair needs to be done, I don't know, tomorrow. Have a great one.